All right, I'm going to show you how, move my garbage out of the side. I'm going to show you how to start working into a chain. So this is a step that when I started crocheting, I found to be quite difficult because I didn't really know what to do. Once I had my chain, I'm like, okay, here's my chain. It looks like this on one side. It looks like this on the other side, a little bit different. And I'm like, what do I do? So I'm going to show you what I usually do. Some patterns will tell you to turn it over and to work into these stitches that are sort of in the middle of the chain. I don't like to do that unless it's necessary. What I find to be the easiest is you can see how there's lots of little V's that make up each chain stitch here. So it's like right here, it's a little V, each of them. That's each one chain down the row. So I am going to start working. I usually don't work into that very first chain beside the hook. You're going to start working into the next one. So I'm just going to do single crochets in. I like to put my hook in through just one side of the chain right there. I'm going to pull up my yarn and then I'm going to single crochet. And then I'm going to go into the next space. So you can see this one right here, that's quite open. That's where I just did the single crochet. I'm going to work into the next one right here. Push my hook through, yarn over, and then single crochet. All right, so I'm working into each chain space. This is why it's really important that you don't make your chain too tight, because it can be really difficult to work back into the chain once you start this second row of your project, of whatever you're making. So you want to make sure that the chain is a little looser than probably you would like. All right, I'm going to do a couple more there. Working right into that chain. You're going to see it does kind of pull apart as you start working, so it doesn't look as neat as it did when I started back here. And that's okay. You just want to note, okay, so that's the chain right there. If I pull a little, you can see that's the chain that I was just working into. So I don't want to go back into this loop right here. I want to go into the next one. Let's just do one more like that. Okay, so that is the process of working into the chain. You can see this is just a little bit of extra information. All of these single crochets that I've done over here, they also have a little V at the top of each stitch. And that's where you would be working into if you're doing some traditional stitches in your next row. Okay, that's how you work into a chain.